Hey everyone, welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're doing something a little bit different. We're actually turning this session into an interactive mini-workshop based on some incredibly fascinating insights from the text 12 Steps to a Good Life. I am so pumped to dive into this with you because we're going to look at a highly concrete, totally actionable diagnostic tool. It's called the Self-Rated Wellness Scale, and it helps you evaluate 14 specific areas of your life on a 1 to 10 scale so you can calculate a real mathematical average of your current life satisfaction. We all chase a good life, right? But we rarely actually quantify it.
So, here's the massive existential question we all face. How do you actually measure a good life? I mean, we all want to be happy, but happiness is often so fickle, so transient, and honestly, incredibly hard to define. Without a concrete way to measure it, if you can't measure it, how do you know if your life is actually on the right track?
The ancient philosopher Aristotle grappled with this exact problem. He argued that what he called eudaimonia, or the highest good, is well-being over the course of an entire lifetime. It's this gorgeous, lofty, philosophical idea. But let's be real for a second. How does that actually help us on a random Tuesday when we're stressed out about work, totally exhausted from a lack of sleep, or just frustrated by traffic? We modern humans really struggle to quantify what makes us truly fulfilled on a daily basis. Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our structured roadmap for today's personal assessment. 1. Measuring a good life. 2. The Wellness Scale Explained. 3. The 14 life categories. 4. Calculating your wellness average. And 5. Acting on your results. Starting with Section 1, Measuring a Good Life, moving from the abstract to the concrete.
We really need to draw a hard line here between fleeting happiness and a genuinely good life. Fleeting happiness, it's fickle, it's transient, it's that quick hit you get when you buy a new car or chase down some immediate gratification. But a good life is entirely different. It's meaningful. It's built on clear, intentional choices you make every single day, resulting in long-term well-being. So the absolute crucial takeaway here is that true happiness isn't just a passing emotion. It's the objective result of living a good life and paying really close attention to very specific areas of your daily routine.
Which brings us to Section 2, the Wellness Scale Explained. This is your new diagnostic tool.
So what actually is the Self-Rated Wellness Scale? Basically, it's an unscientific self-evaluation tool used to estimate your happiness over the last month across specific areas of your life, all to calculate your overall satisfaction. And I really want to stress that word unscientific here. Please don't stress out about this being some rigid clinical exam where you pass or fail. It's literally just a personal, informal snapshot of where you're at right now based on your recent experiences.
And the metric we're using couldn't be simpler, 1 to 10. A score of 1 means you are very unhappy in that specific area, and a 10 means you are very happy. So as we go through these next few areas, I want you to mentally prepare to rate yourself. Keep a running tally in your head, or honestly, grab a piece of paper if you're a note taker. You ready?
All right, Section 3, the 14 life categories, breaking down your life.
We're starting with the practical stuff. First up, your job, education, or retirement. Is your daily grind actually fulfilling, or is it completely draining you? Just go with your gut instinct here. Next is finances. We all know the intense stress money can bring. Are you comfortable with your safety net or constantly worried? Then, legal issues. Hopefully that's a 10 for most of us, meaning zero problems. But be totally honest. And finally, free time and hobbies. Are you actually carving out time for things you genuinely love, or is your calendar entirely dictated by everyone else? Lock in a quick 1 to 10 score for each of those 4.
Next, let's turn inward to the physical and mental categories. First, weight, health, and exercise. Do you feel strong and energized in your own body, or sluggish and depleted? Next is sleep. Look, this one is absolutely foundational. If you're tossing and turning every night, everything else is going to suffer. How's your rest? Then your emotional life. Have you felt resilient and stable over the last 30 days? And lastly, drinking and drug use. Are your habits just a casual, healthy way to unwind, or are they kind of starting to drag you down? Give yourself a score for those 4. And finally, we hit the relational and deep categories. Friend relationships? Do you feel genuinely supported and understood? Family relationships? Is there a sense of harmony right now or underlying friction? What about romantic relationships and your sex life? Are you experiencing genuine intimacy? Then there's communication. Are you actually expressing your true needs to the people around you? And finally, spirituality. Do you feel connected to something larger than yourself, whatever that means to you?
It's pretty wild how deeply intertwined things like communication, intimacy, and spirituality are with our overall wellness. They aren't just bonus features, they are absolutely core to the human experience.
Okay, moving on to section 4, calculating your wellness average. It's time to do the math. Now we're pivoting away from the introspective stuff right into the blunt, mathematical reality of finding your true baseline. Here's how you turn those 14 abstract feelings into one concrete number. Step 1. Add all those 14 individual scores together. Step 2. Divide that total number by 14. And step 3. Boom, you found your overall wellness average. So say you scored a bunch of 7s and 8s, maybe a few 4s sprinkled in there, your average might sit around a 6.5. That number is a phenomenal, concrete, bird's-eye view of your life satisfaction over the last month.
And when you visualize this balance, breaking down into physical, relational, practical, spiritual, and free time, it's really eye-opening. Think of it kind of like a bucket. If your finances and sleep scores are sitting at a 2, well, that acts like a massive leak. It drags down the balance of the entire thing, even if your friendships and free time are at a perfect 10. You absolutely need a somewhat stable baseline across the board to keep the wheels turning smoothly in your life.
Which leads us right into our final part, Section 5, acting on your results, using the data.
So we have our number. Now what? I really need to emphasize a crucial mindset shift here. Low scores are absolutely not failures. They are simply actionable targets for personal growth. Seriously, if you ended up with a 3 in free time or a 4 in health, do not panic. No guilt, no self-judgment. It's actually a gift. It's just a neutral diagnostic tool pointing a massive bright spotlight right at the specific areas that need a little extra care and attention from you.
And that brings us to the end of our assessment. I want to leave you with one provocative thought to chew on. Which of your 14 categories will you work on improving today? You've got the self-knowledge now. The data is right in front of you. Don't try to fix the whole shebang at once. Just pick the one area that scored the lowest and ask yourself, what is one small, incredibly concrete step I can take today to bump that number up? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope this tool helps you take a solid step toward building a truly good life.